are fasting you. Hey!
Yomi again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, I'm starting with you, Pastor. You know, we started this topic last week. Yeah, so let's finish it. You know, couples, they make nyanga. Well, for outside, but inside they are not talking to each other. The woman says she's tired of this pretext or pretense or whatever you go call them. You want back out. Now we use it that last week generally because there are a lot of couples that are suffering, and we're trying to look at the causes, waiting the cause that, and today we are looking at the solution.
Well, you know, last week I said something. I said one of the causes is immaturity.
Okay.
With regards to how to handle issues. But I believe this week we're not really talking about causes anymore. We're talking about solutions.
Solution, correct.
And if we're going to solve this particular problem, both of them need to come out playing with each other. They need to come out playing. When you see a situation that is beyond the point that you can handle, it's good for you to get help. And as much as I'm not one to advocate for going to report each other, such cases one should get adequate help. Perhaps maybe your pastor or a trusted friend of the family who can give Christian godly counsel, not just somebody who wants to give you theories that may sound nice. Preferably someone who has a good marital testimony as well.
Okay. Wow.
Instead of just meeting anybody, talking to anybody, because the truth is everybody wants to offer you their own theory of what they think should happen, even though some of them don't even practice those theories.
I like where you go, Pastor. I like, you know, you made a statement. You said if you look for somebody who get a very good, you know, marital experience or something.
What you don't have, you can't give.
Now the question I want to ask me, this is where couples, a lot of couples, they pretend outside. They wear monkey jacket for party and they are smiling. And it's like, so how you go take notes? So this couple, for inside the house, they lovey, they flow. How you go take note?
Well, you know the Bible says.
Because until as you there now, until I catch your wife, put for this chair, before she could confess to us who my pastor be. You understand?
You know the Bible says by their fruit you shall know them.
Okay.
The truth is this, it's not just about how well they smile outside.
Alright.
There are some things that will show forth. You can't hide them. If you have a good home, it will show. Because your good home is just like good character. It's like smoke.
Okay.
You can't hide smoke.
Okay.
Or you can't cover it for long anyway. Wow. If you have a good home, it will show. Yes, a good home does not mean there won't be arguments.
Okay.
But you will see the maturity in handling them. When you see a couple that can joke with each other openly without fear, can talk openly, communicate freely, they understand each other, you'll be able to tell easily.
Because some couples they fear to even talk to each other. This is another corner where they go. I've seen a wife so much afraid of the husband, he no fit address the man apart from okay, food already. Okay, you go drink water. Okay, you go bath. You understand?
But to discuss is empty of love.
Empty of love. All right. Let me go.
Because where love is, fear can't be there.
Hey, I like this one, Pastor Zoto. Back to you. Pastor Yomi said, where love is, fear no go there. Yes.
I think that is very true.
Okay.
That is very true.
Okay.
I look at this, the most important thing is for the two of them to understand, to come to us. They acknowledge the fact that there is a challenge in the marriage.
Okay.
Not until that is realized, I don't think there will be any solution.
Okay.
There is a lot of couples who have some of these problems.
Okay.
As you were saying, when they come out, they pretend.
Very nice couples outside.
If you don't accept your challenges, there will not be any remedy to them. So, before there will be a solution, I believe they should come to a stage. The man who is pretending, if you ask him, he will tell you there is no problem. You see, when he tells you there is no problem or there is no challenge, how are you going to solve it? So the man should get to a stage, or the woman should get to a stage of accepting the fact that there is this challenge which must be worked at. When this realization is realized, I believe that about 80 to 90% of the problem is solved.
Okay.
So after that, before they may seek counsel,
Okay.
see, prayer is important.
Yes.
The family that prays together stays together.
Exactly.
The family that eats together stays together.
Okay.
And the husband and wife that bath together.
That's
Okay.
You can imagine.
Bathing together today.
Yes, sir. It's a covenant started.
In this modern Africa,
Yes.
where culture full grand.
Oh.
When your neighbor see that they tie wrapper, your wife they tie wrapper, two of them they come from Baba. Make your neighbor see that. For Africa.
Yes. No, it happens.
Okay.
It happens.
No, it's in private compound where you get your gate. You go lock and fence before you do that.
People still do it. You see, if you value each other.
You know what I talk so?
Uh-huh.
I have this neighbor near my house. You know, through my window, fit the see what did happen. So one day I was just, I said, make I go back to the backyard of my this thing. The one day they wash clothes for the wife. But as you see me, the way this man jump, he jumped into the room. I said, hey! And they have the wife and children, they wash their dresses.
Yes.
But as you see me, see race. He declared race. Sharp.
Some years ago, my late father called me one day and told me, we don't love women too much. If you love them too much, they will undermine you. Because we were staying in the same house together.
Okay.
The way he saw me moving up and down. One day he called me to his room and told me, hey, women, don't love them too much. If you love them too much, they will not respect you.
So if you put Jara, for just, there should be a reservation of love.
That is what.
Release them small.
But I believe that.
Everybody say yes. Even women too, they say yes.
No, culturally, that's what we believe. But I think things are changing.
Things are changing. They shouldn't be.
I think
it doesn't make it
But
right.
man go expect my woman release all the love who give them. No, it's so.
It's not right.
All right, you are going to come back.
I believe that when there is realization of a challenge, then a prescription will be prescribed.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So I believe that. So after that, then other things will follow. The first important thing is the realization that there is a challenge in the marriage.
They don't realize.
That is the problem.
They don't realize.
So
but who will take initiative now?
It takes prayer.
You think this thing needs prayer?
Also come in here. You see, somebody can visit the home.
Okay.
Maybe the woman may make a complaint like she made a complaint to you.
Exactly.
You just visit the home one day. Then you observe some things. When you observe those things, later on you call the man will tell you there's no problem. Then you will say, listen to me. But when I came to your home the other day, I saw this, I saw this, I saw this. Based on that, you can get the man.
No worry, I go become a senior counselor. I go begin a visit. Inspector, don't become now. All right, I'm going to hear from the woman. Yes, my dear.
Yes, last
first and foremost, do you believe waiting pastor? I say in a man for the release love, small.
Oh, not in that sense.
Okay.
But in culturally, that is what is believed, that you don't have to love a woman too much. It is wrong.
Okay.
It is wrong. But seriously, it is wrong. What is wrong with loving your wife and loving her in totality? Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But culturally, we are taught to. We are meant to know that if you're a man and you love your wife too much, then she'll control you and she'll do. But
all right, then solution to the topic.
Last week we talked about the fact that there's broken down in communication.
Correct.
And communication is two-way.
Yes.
So if it's broken down, then somebody must put in an effort to mend it.
Wow.
So in this case, if the woman is bothered about this whole situation and they are not talking but they are being lovey-dovey outside the home, then she has the responsibility to herself and to her marriage to talk, to find. I'm sure that every man has a downside where you can catch him and say, my husband, this is what I've observed, this is what is going on. Men don't like to hear. Can we talk about it?
That man, na fireman, there are some fire husband. When we say the moment you bring that thing, the man go jump, waiting. You not go even listen. These are men we are talking about. What if your husband at that time, when you go even want to listen to even your complaint? As you walk out near the bedroom, say the man I don't share like monkey. What do they want? So how are you gonna do that?
I believe that as a Christian,
yes.
The Bible says that the heart of the king is in the is in the hands of the Lord, and He directs it. So before you do that, Esther did it. Before he went before the king, she prayed. She prayed and she prayed and she said, if I perish, I perish.
Wow.
So pray and pray and pray. And if you can ask your prayer group to even help you in prayer, pray. And then comfort. He's
so
the
all
king.
night for follow.
You know,
prophet in call.
and then there's nothing that you cannot do with prayer. You know, once you pray and you approach, and you also have to find a way to approach it. You have to find when he's full, his tummy is full. There are so many. There's no man that does not have a soft spot. There's a soft spot somewhere that you can.
I love it, but I'm surprised that you didn't also talk about men to also take initiative.
That's what I mean in the case of this woman. But if most of the time when there's a breakdown in communication on the woman's side, I'm sure there's some hate, there's some unforgiveness somewhere. So if the man also finds that avenue that he can approach the woman, and most of the time the women are more, you can easily approach the woman.
We are lovely people, man. Can't you see me? I'm lovely.
I mean, look, no matter what, sometimes my husband says, look, my wife is a very,
down to it.
Not down, very not difficult person, but I know what I want. But he still knows how to get to me.
Wow.
He still knows how to calm me down. And I also know how to, make sure that he's happy and everything. So you should know each other.
Wow.
And know where that soft spot is so that you can mend things together.
Thank you very much. Well, Pastor Clement, or Chamberlain first, then Pastor Clement, and then final words. I'm sure they are listening. Couples where they quarrel, they are listening. Yeah, Pastor Chamberlain. Last week you said something, the house nearly break into two. You don't go against today. As I monitor your eyes, last week you made a statement. You said there's no, but you see, that statement was debatable. He said there's no marriage without God save no say problem today for marriage. You still stand for that one? You still stand say God save no say problem today? Or you don't repent?
Loaded Mama, good evening.
And don't shout about time they go.
What I'm saying is that, you see, like what we are saying, input determines output.
Wow.
Okay, yes. So these couples, they need commitment.
Okay.
Commitment is the backbone of marriage. Commitment.
Okay.
Yes, dictionary defines commitment as an engagement or obligation that restricts choice of action.
Okay.
Okay. The wife needs to commit.
Okay.
The husband needs to commit to the institution.
Correct.
It's honorable institution.
Okay.
You see, when you finish from incubated stage of life, you enter domesticated stage of life, to single, to marriage stage, which is the last stage. Before you go back to your creator, who is the originator of this marriage.
Right.
So what they need is commitment. That is the backbone. They have to commit to the marriage, make it work. There is something that found wanted in that marriage.
Okay.
So if they commit, you see this marriage
go walk.
The book of Job 14:7 say there is a hope for a tree. If it is cut down, it will bud again.
Yes.
You are gradually becoming popo. Me, I think I'm you. No, Pastor Clement, we are to you now. Oh my goodness. All right.
Well, I agree with all the things you've said. I just want to quickly add something I've observed with marriages.
Okay.
There are certain families, they have one place that everybody does engagement. With some people it works, but for other people, we're talking once in our church, and then two people got out, they say, in their homes, they have a certain place, they organize all the engagement, and everyone who did it there got his marriage destroyed. Anyway, so that is one. And I recommend that, you see, somebody said that when you see marriage as work, and you plan towards it, then it becomes joy.
Okay.
But many people go into marriage don't see the hard work aspect of marriage.
Okay.
They think that, okay, if my father never took care of me, things went bad in school, marriage is the only place I'm going to be happy. And they don't believe in investing in that happiness. And I agree with what our sister said, that every man has a soft spot. That's why I agree with also the man of God that we need to do things together.
Okay.
There are certain things that when you do together and you have certain code names, nice names you call each other, you can use a particular name and the man will melt.
Wow.
That also involves some prayer.